Well, I'm having a good day today because it is a day off of work that I normally have to work. But here in Utah, July 24th is a holiday and we get it off. I don't get paid for today, but we do get it off. This is Pioneer Day, where we celebrate the pioneers arriving in the valley. Not this valley, but the valley they originally settled in, Salt Lake Valley. So I am working today in the food truck tonight over at the rodeo grounds, but I didn't have to go do my regular job today. So I have time for like 30-mile bike ride. On Monday and Tuesday, my legs are sore from riding into the wind for 45 miles. So here, the 24th of July is pretty much as big as the 4th of July. They have a few days of celebration, like a week of fireworks allowed. Families gathering together for barbecues. So at the rodeo grounds, one day there's an ATV rodeo, another day there's a regular rodeo, there's a demolition derby, and that night there's fireworks. There's a classic car show at the museum, which actually has an art show too, I totally forgot about. I used to enter it every year, but past few years I've totally forgotten about it. They no longer do cash prizes. Also no longer costs money to enter, but I've just completely forgotten about it. So this morning was the wake-up call from the fire department, where they blow off cannons and have their sirens running. They go up and down the roads here in town for 30 minutes. Wakes people up for the fireman's breakfast. That's how they raise their money for the year. And the 5K. And then there's the car show during the day that's going on right now. And then I think it's the ATV rodeo tonight. I lose track of this stuff. Well, the art show was tiny. There were only like 8 paintings. This is a rotating art gallery. They last a month. Very nice. I had to stop at the art show and just go look at it. It was quite sad. There was almost nothing in there. So I went and looked at the rotating artist gallery, which was really nice. A lot more paintings in the rotating art gallery than in the show. That's so weird. Maybe they don't advertise it anymore. They used to advertise it. They used to send emails to the people who had been in it. And that's why I keep forgetting about it, because I don't get those anymore. So I know the lady who was kind of in charge of it had stopped working on it because she's older. And anyway, it's changed hands, and they're not doing as good of a job as getting the word out. Or maybe they're trying to phase it out, I don't know. So this week I finally got my echocardiogram scheduled so they can test me to see if I have the heart condition that my mom has that's hereditary. Maybe that's why I'm so out of breath, out of shape, no matter how hard I work. We'll see. That's not till September. But on to the more pressing heart matters. The heart figuratively and physically. My missing cat is still missing, and it's been over 3 weeks now. My cat with the ulcer in his eye still has it. Does not seem to be getting better, despite the medicated eye drops and eye ointment that the vet has given me. So I need to take him back in for a checkup and see if they want to try something different again. So they switched it last time I took him. And on to the physical heart part. My husband had his echocardiogram and his chemical stress test done on Friday. So because of what they saw in that scan, the echocardiogram, they need to do a cardiac PET scan. And he still has one more test scheduled for Friday. They're both tomorrow. So he already had one scheduled on Friday, and now this new one is scheduled on Friday. Unfortunately, they're not close in time, so we have to go up first thing in the morning, wake up early, go up there, do the first test, come home. I'll be going up and opening the food truck by myself at the event. I mean, I'll have a couple people with me, but Adam won't be there. And then he's got to go up with his dad, get the second test done, come back and work at the food truck. And then on Monday, we're meeting with the cardiologist to find out what they have found out because they didn't tell us. One office did send some information, but it's doctor's terms. It's not layman's terms, and we don't really know what they mean. So he actually has a meeting with both cardiologists on Monday, I believe, but I'm only going to be going to the one, I think, because I got to take time off work. I'm not really sure. I'll find out on Monday. It's all kind of crazy with the amount of appointments and events and things going on. I can't keep things straight anymore. All I know is Monday, tomorrow, and working the events all weekend. Anything beyond this week, I can't even keep track of it. I just can't keep track of it at this point. It's getting windy. Feels good though. It's pretty toasty. So the wind always feels good when it's toasty. So it's pretty smoky today. It's been smoky for a few weeks because there's a fire down south in Utah, and there's fires elsewhere in other states, and we get their smoke too when it's windy, and it is. So it's been smoky. It doesn't smell too bad like smoke. Some days it does, some days it doesn't, and today is I can smell it, but it's not super strong. It doesn't give me headaches or eye pain or anything like that, so it's not too bad. So I'm trying to keep myself busy, not think too much about my husband's heart problems. We don't know yet what they are, so right now our minds can wander anywhere, and that's not a good thing. But listening to him, he's always hurting, his chest is always hurting, his heart feels like it's gonna come out of his chest. His heart rate is high a lot. He'll be sitting down and it'll go up to 160, and he can't get it down for a while. All together, it doesn't seem like it's good, but we don't know what options they'll offer us either. There could be something that will really help him. So try not to think too much about it. As far as my possible heart condition, I'm not too worried about that. A little bit, but not too bad, because the stuff I've listened to on it is it's good to exercise if you have it. Just you don't want to push your heart too hard. So it's good to get out and exercise. It's not good to push yourself to like professional levels or anything, which I do not. I am a pretty good listener to what my body has to say, and I slow down when I need to. Like coming up that hill, I haven't been in my granny gear in a while, but I needed to coming up that hill, even though I didn't need to 2 weeks ago when I did this, right? Or 1 week ago, I think it was last week. Anyway, I try really hard to listen to my body, and by and large, lifespan is not affected by it. The biggest issue that people have is having a stroke, which of course I don't want to have that either, but that's a higher risk than a heart attack with that heart condition. So if I do have it, I will definitely learn more about it and what my limits need to be, but at the moment I'm just living like I normally do, because I always have. If I have it, I have it, and if I don't, great, I'm happy for that. Man, I really feel like I need a nap all of a sudden. Oh, it hit me hard. Now my stomach's grumbling, so I think I need to stop and eat something. Hopefully that'll help with my energy. So there's the summit. Made it to the summit. I'm gonna stop and have a snack right here next to the sign. I did a really good job of keeping ahead of my hunger and thirst on my ride last week, my 45-mile ride. I'm only an hour into this one, and I had lunch like 45 minutes before I left, so I'm not sure why I'm feeling so hungry, but my stomach was actually rumbling, so better safe than sorry. An hour in, I should be eating something anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting on the ground eating my little snack, and there's a piece of the yellow line from the road, and there's these little dots in it, so they're reflective bits. Never seen it that up close before. So last Saturday, I've got super glue on this finger, so it looks all dry and cracked. But last Saturday, I was cutting some vegetables for the pizza night that we had with our friends, and I cut it pretty good. And I don't think I would have needed stitches, but I didn't get them. And there's a skin flap that won't close, like it's just open. So I put super glue on it this morning because I'm tired of wearing band-aids. And it's tender, so like when I hold the handlebars a certain way, I have to move my fingers because this is very sensitive. The band-aid helped with that a little bit. I'm gonna grab some water here at the fire station, and then I'm gonna get back on the road, climb up to the summit, and then downhill for most of the rest of the ride home. My bike's making noises again, and I'm climbing, so I guess I'm putting more pressure on it. Well, I'm not gonna get 30 miles, but more than 25. These tractors that the farmers use are enormous. I don't have my bike right next to it, but it is like 3 times as tall as my bike. All right, that's it for this ride. So I'll see you next time. And until then, get outside. Even if you have to push yourself to do it. You'll feel a little bit better once you do.